Well, good morning, fellow aviators. Triton here. This morning, thought I'd do another video. Uh, Once again, sitting at my home airport, Adams Field in Little Rock, Arkansas. And I'm basically just doing this video to show a couple of things. Flying the Cessna 310R from Blackbird. They've had a recent update on that aircraft. And also, I am also flying the latest beta sim update 1.4.14.0, I believe. Trying it out. Everything seems to be working real well. VR improvements have been just stellar. It's a long way from finished, but compared to where it started, it's much nicer. I can now do a complete flight, planning and all within VR, never having to go out to my desktop at all. Anyway, let's go ahead and get in the aircraft, get everything set up to get on the way. Mixture forward, prop forward, turn our fuel on. Whoop. Fuel on. And yeah, like I said, I can now, since I've got the use of my EFB, finally, I can load up the flight plan. I can even go in to sim brief, and if I want, I can make a complete flight from start to finish. I've actually already loaded one, but we'll just go ahead and update it while we're here. And anyway, we're flying from Little Rock to Memphis in the 310R. It's an IFR flight, even though it's beautiful skies today. You do have to follow the IFR for ATC to work, because I am also running beyond ATC with traffic injection, which is what's controlling the aircraft right there, we see. Anyway, we'll get online and talk to ATC momentarily. But anyway, I wanted to show you, you can plan the entire flight, create it, generate it. I'm not sure how to take it straight from here into the regular EFB on the flight planner, but we can do that as well. If I wanted to create a flight plan here, I can do so, but I'm just going to let Beyond ATC handle it all. So I'm not going to put anything in the aircraft as far as from the flight planner on board. I'm using the SimBrief version to get the flight plan, because that's what Beyond ATC uses. But anyway, I did want to show you, it's all possible to do it 100% within VR now without ever leaving, which is really great. It's making this sim really, really become what I expected from the beginning. Yeah, let's go ahead and get things powered up, and don't want to ramble too much. Get the flight on the way and see how it works with our Beyond ATC. All right, batteries on, magneto's on. We'll turn our strobes on before we start up. And let's get our Engine is going. All right, everything should be set up good there. Right engine, start. This plane starts relatively easy. All right, engine's on, nav lights can come on. Anti-collision, avionics is what I need so I can get into my Beyond ATC. Let's turn our lights up a little bit. All right, I think we're going to end up getting about a 4,000. And you get to see this jet take off. That's pretty cool. If I was on tower frequency right now, I could actually be listening to them. Let's see, Beyond ATC. We'll bring it up here. Those.
T10, ceiling 25,000 broken, temperature 2.16, altimeter 3009er, VFR conditions, landing and departing runway 04 left, 04 right, red vehicle hold short instructions, advise on initial contact you have information whiskey.
Information whiskey.
Adams Airport information whiskey, 1544 Zulu, wind con, visibility 10, ceiling 25,000 broken, temperature 2.16, altimeter 3009er,
3009er,
landing and departing runway 04 left, 04 right,
3009er.
short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information whiskey.
Information whiskey.
Adams Airport information whiskey, 1544 Zulu, wind con, visibility 10, ceiling 25,000 broken, temperature 2.16, altimeter 3009er, VFR conditions, landing and departing runway 04 left,
2795.
04 right, red vehicle hold short instructions, advise on initial contact you have information whiskey.
All right, information whiskey. I'm not gonna worry about that right at the moment.
Information whiskey,
Taxi lights on.
1544 Zulu, wind con, visibility 10, ceiling 25,000 broken, temperature 2.
I'm gonna flip over to clearance right now. Adams clearance, November 610 Alpha Sierra here. I have information whiskey and would like to have IFR clearance to Memphis International, please.
November 610 Alpha Sierra, Adams clearance. Information whiskey correct. Cleared to Memphis Airport. Radar vectors barf, then as filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect 10,000 feet, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.4. Squawk 6146.
6146. 6146. Cleared to Memphis Airport. Radar vectors to Barthen is filed. Maintain 4,000 and expect 10,000 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency is 135.4, and I'm going to squawk 6146 for November 610 Alpha Sierra. All right, so we're going to get our flight plan entered into our GPS real quick. Taking off from Little Rock, which is Kilo Lima
November 610 Alpha Sierra, Adams
India.
clearance. Information whiskey correct. Cleared to Memphis Airport. Radar vectors barf, then as filed. Maintain 4,000. Expect 10,000 feet, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.4. Squawk 6146.
That's what I said. I'm gonna let them enter it back.
Cleared to Memphis Airport. Radar vectors barf.
Kilo Linda into
Maintain
Tango.
4,000. Expect 10,000 feet, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.4. Squawk 6146. November 610 Alpha Sierra.
November 610 Alpha
And
Sierra. Reback correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for start or taxi.
Ground on 121.9er for November 610 Alpha Sierra. See if it's going to get me right this time. Yep, okay. Alright, back to what I was doing. Kilo Mike, Echo Mike. Get all this programmed in. We'll get set up and get out of Little Rock and see how great this new sim is working now. I am really starting to enjoy it. It was a rough start, no doubt, but it's coming along finally. All right, we're gonna have go to Barf, Bravo Alpha Romeo Foxtrot Barf. Alright, well, that'll be good enough to get us going. We're going to take off at 4, climb to 4,000, expect 10,000. Alright, we can get back to our flight plan, and we're talking to ground now, getting ready to. Make sure I've got everything I need turned on. Won't need pitot heat this morning. It's quite warm outside. Adams Ground, good morning. November 610 Alpha Sierra. Would like taxi to the active for IFR to Memphis, please.
November 610 Alpha Sierra, runway 4 left taxi via Delta.
Runway 4 left, taxi via Delta, November 610 Alpha Sierra. All right. Let's move on out to the runway. Anyhow, we do have, with the EFB now, not only can I should be, oh, I didn't file anything here, did I? I need to do that, I guess. Let's go ahead and stop and quickly create a flight plan inside here, at least a basic one. Departure airport, Adams.
All aircraft be advised information X-ray now current.
X-ray.
Altimeter 3009er.
3009er. Memphis. And we're going to add on a waypoint Barf.
Envoy 3477 at gate 216. Request pushback.
All right. Now
Envoy
we should.
3477 Adams Ground. Pushback approved. Face northeast.
Now we should have a our charts.
Track and engine start approved. Facing east. Envoy 3477.
Departure 5, what is that? Alright, ground chart. We can zoom in and see where we're at. We were parked up here. We're just going to taxi down Foxtrot to get on 4 left. But anyway, you do have charts now available that you can use. Again, this is all available inside of VR, which is just fantastic. Anyway, back to the flight. I'm still getting used to it all, but I'm enjoying it. And this is going to be a relatively long flight. I mean, a long video because it's an unedited version. I mean, I'm just going to make a straight up video, mistakes and all, and just to see what it looks like and how everything works within Flight Sim currently. Like I say, it is now getting to the point it's quite usable. Well, we got a lot of spring growth here, a lot more than we actually have, but it looks pretty in the trees.
Envoy 3477. Runway 4 right taxi via Gulf. Foxtrot. Runway 4 right taxi via Gulf. Foxtrot. Envoy 3477.
Anyway, we got ATC traffic being injected
November
by the Beyond
610
DTC.
Alpha Sierra. Contact Adams Tower 118.7.
Tower on 118.7 for November 610 Alpha Sierra. Thank you. Have a great day. Treat them like they're real human beings here. See if I didn't trip them up there. There we go. Adams Tower, good morning. November 610 Alpha Sierra. Holding short, runway 4 left, ready for departure. And I have information X-ray. I don't know.
November 610 Alpha Sierra, Adams Tower, wind 120 at 6, fly runway heading, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Fly runway heading, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff, November 610 Alpha Sierra. All right. Okay, line up on runway 4, full power, and we'll release brakes. And rotate. Positive rate, gear up, engaging autopilot,
Envoy 3477. Ready to go. Runway 4 right.
we get about a 700 foot per minute climb.
Tower, wind 120 at 6, fly heading 250, runway 4
runway 4 right, cleared for takeoff, Envoy 3477.
All right, we can bring our engines
November 6
back down.
Alpha Sierra, reset transponder. Squawk 6146.
6146. Reset transponder, squawk 6146 for November 610 Alpha Sierra.
November 610 Alpha Sierra, reset transponder. Squawk 6146.
Well, I did. Squawking 6146, November 610 Alpha Sierra. I got my
November 610 Alpha Sierra, contact Little Rock departure. Have a good flight.
over to departure for November 610 Alpha Sierra. Have a great day.
Southwest 3645. Airport is at your 12 o'clock 15 miles. Report the field in sight.
I'm not sure why my
Field in sight.
ident wasn't going through.
3645.
Interesting.
Southwest 3645. Cleared visual approach runway 4 left. Cleared visual approach 4 left. Southwest 3645.
Little Rock, Envoy 3477.
Oh, we got some
Good day,
traffic
1,000
going out there today.
feet.
American 2096. Airport is at your 2 o'clock 13 miles. Report the field in sight. We have the field, American 2096. American 2096.
Oh, a lot of
Clear
traffic.
Visual approach runway 4 right. Clear visual approach 4 right, American 2096. American 2096. Descend maintain 1,300. Descend maintain 1,300, American 2096. American 2096. Contact Adams Tower 118.7. Over to Tower 118.7, American 2096.
Adams departure, November 610 Alpha Sierra. Good morning. Flying through 3,600 for 4,000.
Southwest 3645. Contact Adams Tower 118.7. Contact Tower 118.7. Southwest 3645.
Set my mixture at least.
Envoy 3477. Little Rock departure. Good day. Radar contact. Climb and maintain 2,000 feet. Altimeter 3009er.
Well, we got a lot of traffic this morning.
Climb and maintain 2,000 feet. Altimeter 3009er, Envoy 3477.
Envoy 3477. Cleared direct Nebra. Resume own navigation.
Roger. We'll head direct Nebra, then resume on navigation, Envoy 3477. Thanks.
Envoy 3477. Contact Memphis Center 128.475.
Center on 128.475, Envoy 3477. Have a good day.
November 610 Alpha Sierra. Little Rock departure. Radar contact. Climb maintain 10,000. Altimeter 3009er.
Climb and maintain 1010,000 for November 610 Alpha Sierra.
Negative. Climb, maintain 1010,000.
Climb and maintain 1010,000 for November 610 Alpha Sierra.
Negative. Climb, maintain 1010,000.
That's what I said. Climb and maintain 1010,000.
November 610 Alpha Sierra. Turn right, heading 160. Expect further clearance in about 19 miles.
Turn right, heading 160 for November 610 Alpha Sierra, and I'll expect further clearance in about 19 miles.
November 816 Whiskey Foxtrot. Descend and maintain 1,300 feet.
Descend and maintain 1,300 feet. November 816 Whiskey Foxtrot.
November 816 Whiskey Foxtrot. Airport is at your 12 o'clock 8 miles. Report the field in sight.
We have the field. November 816 Whiskey Foxtrot.
November 816 Whiskey Foxtrot. Cleared visual approach runway 4 left.
Cleared visual approach 4 left. November 816 Whiskey Foxtrot.
November 816 Whiskey Foxtrot. Contact Adams Tower 118.7.
Contact Tower 118.7. November 816 Whiskey Foxtrot.
November 610 Alpha Sierra. Turn right, heading 195.
Turn right, heading 195, November 610 Alpha Sierra.
Negative, turn right, heading 195.
Right, heading 195 for November 610 Alpha Sierra. Okay, well that was exciting. Lots of traffic this morning. That's again part of the state of the sim. Now it's really coming along. Getting to where I'm really enjoying it, and the majority of the big problems that were in VR have been addressed somewhat and mostly taken care of. And I say EFB was a big plus. Now that it just has an avalanche of other features that come available to you once EFB's online. I need to learn how to use it better, but it's nice to have it. And as you can see with Beyond ATC, traffic injection is working really good. The IFR part of it's not without flaws, but it just like Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's come a long way, and it's very, very usable in its current state. I personally am looking forward to the VFR capabilities coming later on. That's really what I want, but right now I'm enjoying what I've got available with it. For the price, you can't beat it. Anyhow, we can
November 610 Alpha Sierra. Contact Memphis Center 126.85.
Memphis Center on 126.85. 6.85 for November 610 Alpha Sierra.
Negative. Memphis Center on 126.85.
Memphis Center on 126.85 for November 610 Alpha Sierra. It has trouble when I put my
Negative.
call letters
Memphis
on there.
Center on 126.85.
Center on 126.85. And it'll like that fine. Yeah, but it's still got a few little bugs and flaws. I'm not sure how much of that's me. Memphis Center, good morning. November 610 Alpha Sierra. Climbing through 8,900 for 10,000.
November 610 Alpha Sierra, Memphis Center, roger.
Okay. Yeah, that's very, very nice. Very smooth.
November 610 Alpha Sierra, turn left, heading 130.
Left heading 130 for November 610 Alpha Sierra. Alright, I need to probably adjust my mixture again. There we are. Right about there. Pull my RPMs back a little bit. Save on that engine.
Turn right, heading 000, climb and maintain flight level 430. Expect further clearance in about 40 miles. Turn right, heading 000, climb and maintain flight level 430, FlexJet tree 10. FlexJet tree 10, resume on navigation.
Alright, we're in 1,000 feet of our altitude.
November 610 Alpha Sierra, contact Memphis Center 135.3.
Memphis Center on 135.3. Memphis Center, good morning. November 610 Alpha Sierra. Climbing through 9,400 for 10,000 feet.
November 610 Alpha Sierra, Memphis Center, copy.
Okay. We've made our contact. And that's working real well. You just got to learn what it wants you to say, and sometimes the phraseology is not quite perfect. And I'll have to admit that I'm not the greatest on it anyway, but learning. Alright. Anyway, I'm flying the Cessna 310R. This Blackbird's
Southwest
creation, and it's
contact Memphis Center 118.625.
It is
on 118.625, Southwest 882. See you.
It has recently got an update, and I'm using made it more compatible with Flight Simulator 2024. Pretty well works like it should now. Glad to see that. I say that, and the sim update.
Alpha Sierra, clear direct BARF. Resume on navigation.
Clear direct to BARF, then resume on navigation. November 610 Alpha Sierra. Thank you. Alright, let's get our direct to BARF. direct to. Activate that. And we'll switch over to nav mode. And puts us back on track. Very well done. Alright, we're designated altitude 10,000. And we are currently cruising at 150 knots, 160 knots. And we'll pull this back to about 2250 on the
Southwest 2943.
RPMs.
Contact Memphis Center 127.825.
Check our mixture.
Contact Memphis Center
Define it.
127.825.
Looks like it's really
Southwest
close.
2943.
And we'll mess with our ATC. Memphis Center, November 610, Alpha Sierra. Was curious, what is the nearest aircraft to me at this time?
November 610 Alpha Sierra. Nearest aircraft is Southwest 2943, Boeing 737, 17.6 miles at your 6 o'clock, cruising at 34,000 feet.
Memphis Center, roger, thank you. Just curious, now that you can use the Beyond ATC, you have built-in AI. Essentially, it's somewhat limited, but you can take it off script, ask it certain questions or a variety of them, and it'll tell you when it's not right, I guess. But anything aircraft related, it seems to respond to when it can. It is quite impressive. Memphis Center, November 610, Alpha Sierra. Was curious if there have been any UFO sightings today.
November 610 Alpha Sierra. I don't have information on UFO sightings. My focus is on aviation traffic and weather.
Thank you there. Roger, Memphis. Thank you. Anyway. Interesting to say the least. Anyway, back to the sim. Like I say, it's becoming a very, very usable product. You know, almost what they promised us from day one delivery. They got a number of bugs to still figure out. But from my point of view, flying VR and wanting to stay in VR exclusively, and to do what I'm doing at the moment, I'm quite impressed. Good job, Microsoft and Asobo. You have improved it immensely, and with the add-ons of Beyond ATC and other peripherals that I'm also running, which is a haptic feedback seat from Next Level Racing, the HF8. Gives me a subtle vibration like my engine's running. And of course VR is a big factor to make the immersion, and to round it all off, flying in my Dolph Reality H3 motion sim makes this about as real as it gets for home simulation, in my opinion. I am real happy with the state of the things are going, and it's surely only going to get better. Anyway, all our gauges are reading in the green. Temperatures look good. Pressures look good. Fuel quantity is good. Zoom in if we need to. I never did check in my cabin temperatures. Cabin is cold and steady. I let my passengers down. Let me turn some heat on for them. Been a while since I've flown this plane, so I forgot I gotta keep my passenger happy. In this case, my co-pilot, which we look around the plane and see the sights. Traveling from Little Rock to Memphis on a beautiful spring morning right after Easter. We'll check one setting here. That's going to make me stop my sim for a moment. I think it's still causing some issues. I want to turn it up. It's under assistances actually. I think this weight turbulence is still causing some issues. We'll see. Maybe not. Can't tell. Alright, turn our nav at page 26.6 miles till we reach Barf. Looks like that's the Mississippi River up ahead of us. This little, is that the White River, I think, down below us. But we're definitely seeing the Mississippi up ahead, no doubt. It's up and along in that area. Not this little squiggly one that's running down here. But I'm not 100% sure if that's the White River or what. That's definitely the Mississippi. Anyway, the Delta region of Arkansas, flat farmland, very rich, productive fields. Anyway, it was a busy morning in Little Rock. Taking off, I was quite impressed with the traffic. See if we'll get something similar like that reaching Memphis. And like I say, this is the latest build, beta build. I'm ready for them to lock it in if they need to move on to Sim Update 3, so I don't lose the features that I've got. That's the only thing, and not if you go on group flights, not everybody's going to be on the beta, so at the moment you can't see people outside of the beta, so it makes group flights something that you have to switch back out of if you want to see people. And I'm ready for everybody to get on this version.
November 610 Alpha Sierra, Memphis Center. Expect Marble 6, runway 36 left.
Expect the Marvel 6, runway 36 left for November 610 Alpha Sierra. I guess I need to make sure what my ILS is going to be, don't I? Beyond ATC. 36 left for Memphis. I need I didn't get the ILS up here. Well, that might be a little problem there. I didn't program the ILS in it. Alright, well, let me see if I can correct that. ILS 36 left. It wants to give me 36C center. I guess I need to change that on my six left. Alright, let's see if that allows me to bring my charts up. Yeah, I think that'll do it. ILS 36 left. And it's 108.9. That's what I needed to know, so I was able to bring in the information I needed. 108.9. Why are we not able to change that? Well, that's strange. We gotta. Well, let me put it over here, I guess. 108. 108.9. Well, I guess we got a let's see if I can manipulate this. Kilo Mike, Echo Mike. 36 left. Alright, well, at least I did get my frequency in there like I was wanting. Anyway, I'm not sure if this is the way it wants me to fly. It said resume my own navigation, I think, but anyway, that is the Mississippi River off to the right. So we are going more or less the right direction, huh? Should be coming up underneath for the 36 left arrival. We're supposed to be expecting the Marvel 6. Anyway, we'll wait till ATC hands us off. Anyway, it's worked pretty well. The way it's supposed to.
FedEx 423 Heavy, Memphis Center. Expect Condor 4, runway 36 left.
Expect Condor 4, runway 36 left. FedEx 423 Heavy.
He's coming in on the same runway I am.
FedEx 423 Heavy, descend via Condor 4 arrival. Memphis landing runway 36 left. Altimeter 3008.
3008.
Alright, descend via Condor 4 arrival. Memphis landing runway 36 left. Altimeter 3008. FedEx 423 Heavy.
Alright, let's look back at that approach chart again. And we are coming in.
Memphis Center, FedEx 457 Heavy,
Freeze
descending
at
via
4,000.
Condor 4, flight level 273.
FedEx 457 Heavy, Memphis Center.
sure what all that's all about.
FedEx 425 Heavy. Contact Memphis approach 125.8. Have a good one.
Contact Memphis approach. FedEx 425 Heavy.
Let's see.
Memphis Center, FedEx 844 Heavy, descending via Condor 4, flight level 282.
FedEx 844 Heavy, Memphis Center, roger.
Hopefully this is going to work out. I am still trying to figure out how to work all the correct procedures and such.
November 610 Alpha Sierra, Memphis landing runway 36 left.
Memphis landing runway 36 left for November 610 Alpha Sierra.
November 610 Alpha Sierra, contact Memphis approach 125.8.
Approach on 125.8. Memphis approach, November 610 Alpha Sierra, with you at 10,000 feet.
November 610 Alpha Sierra Memphis approach, altimeter 3008, expect radar vectors 4.
Expect radar vectors for November 610 Alpha Sierra.
Negative, runway 36 left.
Runway 36 left, November 610 Alpha Sierra.
FedEx 425 Heavy, leave tread heading 100, expect radar vectors for ILS runway 09er.
Leave tread heading 100. Expect radar vectors for ILS runway 09er. FedEx 425 Heavy.
SkyWest 3823, turn left, heading 200 vectors for the approach.
Turn left, heading 200, SkyWest 3823.
November 610 Alpha Sierra, descend and maintain 1,400, altimeter 300H vectors for the approach.
Descend and maintain 1,400 vectors for the approach, November 610 Alpha Sierra.
FedEx 425 Heavy, descend and maintain 5,000, altimeter 3008 vectors for the approach.
Descend and maintain 5,000, altimeter 3008, FedEx 425 Heavy.
SkyWest Southwest 3823. Turn left, heading 120. Intercept the Niner localizer.
Turn left, heading 120, intercept the Niner localizer, SkyWest 3823.
FedEx 425 Heavy, 14 miles from BD, fly present heading, maintain 1,700 until established on the final approach course. Cleared ILS runway 09er.
Fly present heading 1,700 until established. Cleared ILS runway 09er, FedEx 425 Heavy.
FedEx 647 Heavy, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000. FedEx 647 Heavy.
Okay, well, let me see if I'm doing everything right.
FedEx 647 Heavy, turn left, heading 200, descend and maintain 2,000 feet.
Turn left, heading 200. Descend and maintain 2,000 feet. FedEx 647 Heavy.
Okay. Six miles from our return to get on the ILS. You got the cabin comfortable and steady, making the passengers all happy.
FedEx 647 Heavy, 3 miles from BD, turn left, Heading 130, maintain 1,700 until established on the final approach course. Cleared ILS runway 09er.
Turn left, heading 130, 1,700 until established. Cleared ILS runway 09er. FedEx 647 Heavy.
FedEx 425 Heavy. Contact Memphis Tower 118.3. Have a good day.
Contact Tower 118.3, FedEx 425 Heavy.
FedEx 835 Heavy. Descend, maintain 4,000.
Descend, maintain 4,000. FedEx 835 Heavy.
Heavies are all coming in. Well, there's our runway.
FedEx 647 Heavy. Contact Memphis Tower 118.3. See you.
Contact Tower 118.3, FedEx 647 Heavy.
November 610 Alpha Sierra. Contact Memphis Tower 128.425.
Tower on 128.425 for November 610 Alpha Sierra. Memphis Tower, November 610 Alpha Sierra on final for runway 36 left.
November 610 Alpha Sierra, Memphis Tower, wind 080 at 4, runway 36 left cleared to land.
Runway 36 left, cleared to land for November 610 Alpha Sierra. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get down in time. Went past my turn. I got off of navigation. But anyhow, it looks like we should be able to descend in time. I can go ahead. Increase that descent a little bit. Alright, we should be back on track now. Lined up on the approach, should be fixing to grab the glide slope. Everything is worked out, and even though I didn't handle it perfectly. Okay, a little power. Let's go ahead and our mixture and prop full forward again for landing. Turn our fuel pumps on low. showing a notch of flaps. On approach on glide slope. Put our heading away in just in case we had to do a missed approach. Two white, two red. Everything's nice and smooth coming into Memphis. Yep, the sim has come a long way since they released it. All right, autopilot off. Drop up a little bit low. Back on track. Slight crosswind. Bring our rudder and straighten her up. And engines to idle. Flare and touchdown. Nice and smooth. We've got a jet coming in up ahead of us. We're going to get off here at Alpha.
November 610 Alpha Sierra. Exit right at Alpha.
Exit right at Alpha for November 610 Alpha Sierra.
November 610 Alpha Sierra. Contact ground 121.65. Take care.
Ground on 121.65. Thank you for your guidance and service today. Have a great one. I'll see you next time. November 610 Alpha Sierra.
You're welcome.
Memphis ground, November 610 Alpha Sierra. Taxi to parking, please.
November 610 Alpha Sierra, welcome to Memphis Airport. Say parking or advise if you need assignment.
Parking ramp. Any available, please?
November 610 Alpha Sierra, ramp 40 taxi via Alpha Echo. Hold short runway 36 center.
Ramp 40, taxi via Alpha Echo. Hold short runway 36 center for November 610 Alpha Sierra. I'm not sure if this blue tape is taking me where I need to go or not. Looks like we have a bridge out, bridge out, bridge out. May have to stop the recording early. The bridge is out. Yep. We have a little issue here. And I'm not going to crash the plane because of it. So we'll just stop it right here and say this is our parking place. Anyway, thanks for flying with me. Hope you had a good day. Hope you continue to have a good day. We'll see everybody next time.
All aircraft be advised, information Tango now current, altimeter 3008.
It was an enjoyable flight. I thought everything worked pretty well. And the sim is really, really maturing. Anyway, guys, thanks. Have a great day. Triton out. Stop recording.